Hey team, I've seen wonderful things being posted on Instagram, but often with no hashtags at all. These are critical for people to find your profile and what it's about, really. So, I hope this video will help get rid of some tech resistance. As you can see, I still need to add a website to my page, but first I will talk about hashtags. If we go to this random potato picture, you can see that I used 30 hashtags. These are the maximum amount of hashtags that you can use on a picture or a video. If you use more, your post will actually not show up under those hashtags. So number them. So to start out, you can look up the top 30 hashtags per category on websites like Hashtags for Likes. And then what I do is tweak some according to my niche. Because tags like pretty, beautiful, love, they will bury your post in that feed within milliseconds because there's too many people and also bots that are using them. So the less popular tags, they will keep your post visible for a longer time because less people are using them. You are targeting your niche way better. So I advise a mix between popular tags and niche tags. So I'm going to use an example that is applicable for the lovely Heidi. So if I'm going to look up math made easy, perfect. So about 500 public posts. So there is some competition, and you see top and recent. So the recent one obviously are from maybe a couple days ago. So yeah, 25th of May. Then if we go to top, this one, 20th of February. See guys, you will be on top of the list for such a long time if you make it there, especially in these niche tags. Another thing is I advise you to add the tags whilst setting up your post to avoid unresponsive tags. If you add them afterwards as a comment, in a lot of cases they don't work. You click on them and then you don't see your picture up there. When you post your picture, the clock starts ticking for that hashtag. So you will never make it into the top posts the longer you wait with adding the hashtags. It will be buried down the line in no time. Now I'll show you how I set up a neat and more professional looking template that makes your copy the main focus point and doesn't get the audience distracted by the list of hashtags down the line. So I use a note-keeping app by Google called Keep, but there's a lot of different ones out there, so just use the one that you like. Robert is gonna like this because I'm a volunteer for a Romanian dog shelter, and I set up a profile for them in order to get more donations. So this would be my template. And then Be Our Blessed Human, link in bio. That was the link where they would be able to do a PayPal donation. So then a lot of dogs, some hearts, and then the bullet points. This way you keep the hashtags at the bottom. And then I would just copy paste this into the post and maybe tweak the hashtags depending on what I was posting. So other than the hashtags, people can also find you by location. If we look at this one, I tagged Belgium. And then these are the top posts and the recent ones. Obviously mine was posted a while ago, but you can also look at stories from these hashtags. So what can you do in stories? You can add one active hashtag. As you can see, there's hashtag location, a poll, which is wonderful because you can ask questions to your audience. and a slider. So you can ask a question or just post it like that, and then they slide depending on maybe a question. Do you like this? And then they could like slide something like that. The hashtag, so you can use this, or you could, what I usually do is living room decor. Okay, perfect. And then you can also change the style. You can also tag a person and share maybe a testimonial video or screenshot of praise that they have sent you. So let's see, Roger. As you can see, I can tag Roger and then he will get notified. Just like posts, people can search stories by tags and location and possibly then click through to your actual profile page. The last thing, sorry guys if this turned out longer than expected. So at the top right corner you have these settings, and then you can scroll down and you will see story controls, and it is quite important in my opinion to toggle the save to archive. That way Instagram will save every story that you ever shared, and you can reuse them later as a highlight on your profile. I also toggle share your story to Facebook. That way it's automatically shared to your Facebook page that you linked to Instagram. So you can see that here, linked accounts, and Facebook is linked in my case. And as an example for the highlights, these are mine, nothing special. But if we go to Roger's highlights, as you can see, the 3-part video series right here. And because he has so many followers, once you hit 10,000 followers, you can let people swipe up inside a story and highlight. So here he says to swipe up for the video series. If we do that, we go straight to his opt-in page, which is very, very convenient. But if you cannot do this yet, what I suggest is simply instead of writing swipe up, I would say link in bio for free video series. And then you can still, as he did here, add the link to register for that. That was it, and I hope this was helpful to at least one person. See you guys, bye-bye.